All right, I'm going to give the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, December 5th a go. This morning I did the weekly Cryptic, and that was fairly easy. I won't post that video until next week when the new one is available. Let's see how we do with this Cryptic by Fed. Man in, excuse me. Sorry about that. A man in power sharing arrangement, which sounds like an anagram, but too long for this answer, with former dictator reveals guardian. Well, guardian is capitalized, but I think they're trying to put us off there. But no, I'm not getting anything on that. Lose example of big roadkill. Wow, very tricky so far. How about prolific in French occasionally and in German? Well, occasionally usually means taking alternating letters. So let's see, from French, F-E-C, fecund maybe? Oh yeah, and in German is und. So fecund, meaning fertile or prolific. All right, let's try it. Two down. Building American shed for garden. Wow. Building American. Oh, I wonder if it could be a word for a building and then you take out US. Yes, so a house, take away the US, and you get to hoe, which I suppose is part of gardening. All right. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, that's very nice. I don't think I've seen that before, where it's two different lights. I think that's what they call those sections, but they happen to be one above the other, so very pleasing to the eye. I hope they do that. Yes, they do it with 7 and 23 too, so well done to Fed. All right, gather the nerve and plug our cupcake ingredients for a change. Well, I suppose there's an anagram is going to be plug our cupcake. Total of 14. Yep. So 5 to 7, and it's going to mean gather the nerve, plug our cupcake. Maybe, what would the 2-letter word be? Something R, O-R. Yeah, I can't start very many other common 2-letter. Oh, no, I think it's going to be something up. Oh, yeah, pluck up courage, I think. Pluck up courage. So that should be very helpful. Now, does this help man, which could be chap? Oh, I was thinking of chaperone would be a guardian. But that's 9 letters. Unless there's a... Is there a masculine version of that word? I always think of it ending in an E. I'm going to just have a sneaky look at an online resource. Okay, so it does seem like without the E is a common British spelling, whereas with the E is the more usual, excuse me, in the US. But I still have to work out the word play. Power sharing Arrangement with former dictator. Oh, Peron. Oh, that's very clever if I'm understanding this correctly. So the man is Chap and the dictator is Peron, and they share the letter P. So it's a power sharing arrangement. Ah, that is clever. Has that? It's probably been done before, but yeah, it's new to me. All right, so artist laid back about copyright is ultimately, excuse me, sure to become more controversial. So I think the whole thing is going to mean more controversial. But what would that be? The artist is often RA, but I was thinking laid back it would be AR, but it looks like maybe it is going to be RA. Is it something like more controversial, more radical? And then copyright, I think, will just be there'll be a C in the middle of it. Maybe it's the name of an artist backwards with a C and then something for ultimately sure. Yeah, that's a tricky one. I'm going to have to come back to that. Maybe go past an opponent in football season with this. Go past. Oh, that is clever. So you go past an opponent in football. One way is to nutmeg them, to kick the ball between their legs, and you can season with nutmeg. It's another clever one. All right, fish bone inside loaf initially leads to court. Fish bone, there's an awful lot of words in that. Too many, I think. All right, let's try 11. We have that K, which should be useful. Psychedelic, rock band on front of stage for opener. Maybe it means psychedelic. And then maybe there's a name of a rock. Of course, they want us to think of rock and roll band, but it could be an or something like that. Front of stage for the opener says maybe that it begins with an S. Psychedelic. What's a synonym for psychedelic? I can't think of one. All right, let's try the other two-parter here. Hurt leg, say cycling, within group creating problem. So the say indicates maybe a homophone, but then cycling indicates an anagram or the letters cycling around. The first letter or the last letter goes to the back or vice versa. But then within group, oh my goodness, creating problem. No, that is too much for me. Well, let's try humble sailor, sea, swimming. Almost sounds like it could be a double definition or a triple, because it's only 5 letters. Sailor can be a tar. little salt, a sea dog, humble, modest. Yeah, no, that's a tricky one too. Two partners, infirm, using prime locations exclusively for introductions. Well, I'm thinking the partners could be a reference to bridge, so it'll be N and S or E and W. In a firm is usually CO, but then using prime locations, I could also, excuse me, be north, south, east, and west for introductions. And here we have a U is the only letter we have. Prime locations exclusively for, no, not getting that. Sunak briefly embracing Musk without touching stomach. I think they were at the same event recently. It was in the news. But that is a funny one. Embracing Musk without touching stomach. Very intriguing. And here we have Musk again. Musk's company invested in city with tightwad, eschewing, if I'm saying that right, banks and tax. Well, a tightwad eschewing its banks could mean losing the outer letters. Musk's company, I mean, it could be Tesla, but I think it could also be X. So maybe you just put an X in the name of a city. Again, we have an awful lot of words here for just a 6-letter answer. All right, let's try comic holding in good ad lib. A comic. Is it the name of a British comic? Or is it you put a G inside a comic and it makes an ad lib? What's a 4-2? No. Okay, small market for drink. Surely this is an S, and then a word for market, which could be a verb, and then it makes a drink. I'm going to pause and have a little drink myself and think about that one. Okay, I think it's stout, to tout something. Oh, what happened there? I lost my cursor. Anyway, stout. Yeah, to tout something could be to market it, and then it is a drink. A more primitive type of project, getting support. Nope. Model soldier, first to march on trench. I'm thinking of paradigm as a model, and then a para is a soldier, paramilitary. First to march would be the M on dig for trench, I suppose. The order looks a bit funny, but I'm pretty confident in that, I think. Here's a good one. Very small object in your trousers. Very small object. Ah, so that's clever. the phrase object in your trousers are somehow contains tiny. Clever. As a result of this blasphemy, making second book. I'm thinking heresy, but oh no, I think it might be hereby. Yes, so you have to think of heresy first, which is blasphemy, but change the S in heresy to a B for book, and you get hereby. All right, that E is not very useful. The morning's breaking over source of Snake River. I think it might be a river, and the morning could be AM. No, I thought I was going to get Amazon, but obviously I'm not. But maybe the morning is the AM breaking over source of snake. The more, of course, O for over. The source of snake could be the S in snake. The morning's breaking over source of Snake River. No, I'm not getting that. River. Taylor finally, which could be the R in Taylor, in line for game of darts. Oh, the line for a game of darts is the Oche, O-C-H-E, set out to secure right score. Oh, well, I was just trying to think of if it was Oche and we had to put Taylor's final letter R in. Now it's pretty obvious that we have orchestrate. So that's the Taylor in the line for darts. Set out to secure. So to start, no, to set out. Oh, to state something is to set it out, and it secures right, which is the R there, and the whole thing means to score something is to orchestrate it. Wow, what a journey that was. So here's our two partners in firm, using prime locations exclusively for introductions. Two partners, yeah. I'm thinking COU. Introductions. No, not getting that either. Now we do have something O, something K, which could be double OK or it could be OCK. Oh, could psychedelic be an anagram of indicator for anagram rock band, which is 8 letters plus the S of stage, and you get an opener. But what would that be? Let's try our anagram helper. Rock band S. Just looking to see if we had door knocker or a cork. Cork something. Oh, corkscrew. No, no, we have to have a B. Okay. Oh well. Cork. Oh my goodness, why am I not getting bonk? Cared. Cork. No, I think then it's not going to work with a C at the beginning and with the other letters. It's too many consonants. Opener. Now, why am I not seeing the anagram here for opener? There's my cork finally. No. Oh, I suppose it maybe ends in ER, but still not getting it. All right, let's, what letters do we have that might be useful? Haven't looked at this one yet. It might be used to fry prawns every now and then. Well, this is like the, what was the intermittently or alternating one we got earlier. So we're going to alternate letters in prawns and get a pan, which can be used for frying. All right, we have a P here. That should be useful. Group of performers using figure of speech to inspire you in audition. Well, I learned my lesson the other day. We had an audition and it was a homonym indicator. So I'm thinking it's going to be something that sounds like a figure of speech to inspire you. Well, I'm not sure what that could be, and it's going to mean a group of performers. Well, a troupe would be a group of performers, but I don't see how that matches the end of the clue. No. How about the police out on tour at last? It might take off. So I think this is maybe going to be an anagram of the police, that they are out or anagrammed on the last letter of tour on an R. It might take off, and we have a helicopter. So that one I'm able to spot without the anagram helper. So now, yeah, the group of performers does begin with T. Let me put in troupe. Figure of speech to inspire you. No, still don't get that. Let me use the check this so I just don't go too far. Seems to be correct, but I do not understand it. If you understand it, please let me know. Let's see. Oh, I haven't looked at this one. Oh, nice and short. Beautiful out. This must be a double definition. Out as in outside, external, exterior. out. Beautiful out. No, I don't get that one. No, nothing else coming to me on that one. Type of project, getting support. No. Here's my comic holding in good ad lib. A wisecrack or a no, not getting that either. And here's our Sunak. So is that going to be PM, I suppose? Briefly embracing Musk. Oh, that's maybe going to be Elon without touching. Stomach. Could it be Pelon without touching? Stomach. No, briefly embracing Rishi RS. I'm not sure what the without touching is. I don't know, but does Rishi Sunak have some nickname I'm not aware of, or maybe there's another Sunak? No, not getting that. If that was an O, would that help me? Hurt leg, say. Cycling within group. Creating problem. A problem could be a mathematical problem. Oh boy. I think I've looked at all of them now. Artist laid back about copyright is ultimately sure to become more controversial. Yeah, it's a pretty long word to be a superlative because, or a comparative, because if it has that many syllables, you would say more, just like you say more controversial. So what word, unless it is an artist. What is more controversial? Here we have the starting T, fishbone inside loaf, initially leads to court. Maybe the whole thing is a fish, turbot, trout, initially leads to court. Oh, how about tribunal is a court, I suppose. And we do have the initially leads. There's, what could bun be the, oh no, I think the rib. So it's a fish is tuna. There is a bone inside, which is a rib. Oh, it's loaf initially is the L. There we go. Phew, kind of pulled that one out of my hat. I don't think I looked at this one. Rejecting some parliamentary post. Well, the some can be a hidden clue, and then rejecting means we read backwards. And so within parliamentary, we have mail for the post. Sorry, we want to see here. Lose example of big roadkill. Lose example. I'm thinking of a moose. It would be maybe big roadkill, but I think your car would come off worse. Yeah, not sure what that is. Now we do have a U which might help us or think that it is an anagram of hurt leg say, which is 10 letters. And then cycling within a group could be within a band, maybe? And creating a problem. No, not thinking of anything. Oh, if I look to this one, number 10 is a cheat somehow. I'm thinking this, let's see, 11 letters. 10 is a cheat, is 11 letters. So is it an anagram of 10 is a cheat, and it means a number? Or two number? That's a very long word if it's a specific number. We do have teen within the letters, but I don't think it's going to be 18. No. Yeah, I do think it's an anagram of 10 is a cheat. All right, let's see if, and it means number. I think it's too many letters with not enough secured number. All right, I'm going to pause. I may actually end up writing it down on paper. I find that easier to look at. Okay, well, I actually did need to. Somehow I had an A and A beginning, and I realized, wait a minute, they're so tricky. It's not number, it's number, something that numbs. So it's, if I can spell it correctly, anesthetic. Yes, very tricky. All right, that should help now. This comic holding in good ad lib. Oh, to wing it, I suppose. So good, I think, is the G. Comic. Oh, the comic is a wit, and it is holding in G. Okay. I can see that. Now we may be getting somewhere with our hurt leg say. Although now that O, oh, hold on, the O is not for sure, so let's get rid of that. But the G does support it being hurt leg, say. Where would the Y go? Creating problem. Oh, it could end in ing. Although where does the I come from? Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking something ing something else. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if 17 across now. We have an H. Briefly embracing. Of course, musk could be a scent as well, without touching. And the whole thing means stomach, maybe? How about relish? Could it be? If you relish something, does it mean you stomach it? I think it more means that, yeah. To me, stomach means barely putting up with something, and usually used in the negative, without touching. So what would musk be? So if RISH is Sunak briefly, then EL, oh yeah, EL, Elon, without touching. I think maybe if something is on something else, it is touching it. Wow, if that is correct, that is very complicated. Let me check that one. It seems to be right. So this then is probably ing. So maybe it's... maybe it's a synonym for hurt leg, or something that sounds like hurt leg. Then you cycle the letters of within, or maybe even within group, creating a problem. Hurt leg, say. I'm trying to think of how this would work. Having 3 letters between is interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing that immediately. Here's our humble sailor. Of course, I should have got this. A sailor is also an able-bodied seaman, AB, and then the letters of C are swimming, and they become ASE, and to abase yourself is to humble yourself. Now, that, I think this has to be something like UBBL or UMBL. Oh, a stumbling block does create a problem, or a stumbling block is a problem. So how do we get this? Hurt leg, say. Cycling within group. Well, I'm not sure how to explain this one. Hurt leg, say. I can see maybe block could be a group. Cycling within, though. No. Well, stumbling maybe. No. I really don't get that. I'm going to check it. It is correct, but I don't understand why. Lose, example of big roadkill. Of course, may not be roadkill, it could be a road and kill. And lose example means maybe you take some other word and you remove EG, for example. A big roadkill. Oh, mislay is to lose. An example of a big road is the M1, and to kill is to slay. Boy, I'm earning my crust today with this crossword. All right, psychedelic rock band on front of stage for opener. I should have enough letters there, but I'm just not getting it. I wish I could get 4 down. Artist laid back about copyright is ultimately sure to become more controversial. Ultimately sure. No, not getting that. Introductions. No. Prime locations. Well, using prime could be the first letter of using. And then locations exclusively. And what are introductions of some of these words, maybe. Two partners, I suppose, could be a couple. Let's see how that would work. The firm is CO. Yeah, using prime is the U. No. Oh, sorry, it's actually using prime locations exclusively. Those 4 words, their first letters are UPLE. Wow, that was another one where that was a lot of work to get such a short word. Here we have Musk's company involved in city with tightwad. Scrooge, maybe, eschewing banks and tax. Well, just from the definition of tax and thinking there could be an X in it, excise. Oh, yeah, and this is very British specific. The city, when taken to refer to the British financial institutions in London, the city has the postcode of EC, so EXC, and then the tightwad is a miser who loses its outer letters and gets ISE. Again, there's an awful lot of work to be done for some of these. So now this looks like ending in LESS. Sure to become more controversial. I'm thinking of rudderless. Well, I was going to say juror, artist laid back, about copyright, ultimately sure. No, I'm not sure of this. So let me check this one. Yeah. So rudderless fits, but doesn't meet the wordplay. How about ridiculous? Oh, ridicules. But if it is artist is R-A. Radicalize? I think I said that earlier. So the artist is R-A. Laid backwards DIAL, about C for copyright, and then is just simply is, and then the last letter of sure, ultimately sure. Radicalized, does that really mean to become more controversial? I don't think so. Oh, so I think this is not, I did say corkscrew earlier, is the opener, but I was just stuck on the idea it was an anagram. But rock is made psychedelic, so that is an anagram indicator, okay. And then a band is a crew, and it is put on the first letter of stage, and you get your opener. All right, well, that was a lot of hard work with some false starts, but I have the top half and the most of the bottom left. I think I'm getting to the stage now where I'm going to take one last look, and then I'm going to use the reveal. A more primitive type of project, which could be project meaning throw, getting support. Oh, in fact, project is throw, and then it gets back, meaning to support someone, to back them, and you're left with a throwback. All right, now we just have, well, surely the river is Thames. And it's the, I think, and then morning's breaking over. Is that right? Well, there's AM is the morning, breaking over source of snake. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but let me just check that. It is correct. All right, beautiful out. Beautiful. Oh, I think this is a baseball reference, maybe. Striking is beautiful. Oh no, it's an industrial affairs. When you're striking at a company, the workers are out. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's go ahead and just make sure I filled in. Yeah, let's check all. All right, that was a lot of hard work for a Tuesday. Let's see what the comment section says. Struggled early, had to pause last night and resume today. Laughed out at the Pauline 24 down. Yes, that was a good one. All right, well, yeah, that was very tricky in places, but I persevered. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching and have a great day.